Hello, friends. In this episode, we're going to have some fun. We're going to see beautiful Virginia mountain scenery. We're going to do a great 8-mile day hike. We're going to feast at one of the best restaurants in western North Carolina. We're going to eat some delicious Wisconsin ice cream, some of the best I've ever placed in my mouth. And we're going to do all of this while spending a week in a log cabin in Fancy Gap, Virginia. You'll see all of this and more in this episode. First of all, thank you for joining us on the journey. Since Renee and I retired a few years ago, we have logged many miles on our Subaru Forester traveling in Mexico, Canada, and the USA. If you haven't watched all of our adventures, you might consider popping some popcorn and binge watching them after today's episode. Fancy Gap, Virginia is a census-designated area in southwest Virginia, just north of Mount Airy, North Carolina. It's located on the Blue Ridge Parkway, one of the most beautiful drives through the Blueridge Mountains of Virginia. Fancy Gap is only 4 square miles in area, has a population of about 250. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for with tranquil, serene surroundings, wildlife around every corner, and a cost of living 24% less than the national average. That low cost of living is predominantly in regards to housing cost. A very safe place to live. Property crime is half the national average, while violent crime is 1/4 the national average. You're much more likely to get hurt hitting a deer with your car than you are by someone breaking into your home. Only a few stores in Fancy Gap, a couple of restaurants, one with some great barbecue and awesome ice cream shop, a realtor's office, clothing store, Dollar General, some antique stores, a country store, and a motel, a few other small businesses, but if you're needing anything more than that, you head to nearby Hillsville or to Galax. It's not a place for excitement, noise, and something to do every 5 minutes. Rather, it's a place to unwind, to breathe, to relax. I continued to film this because I knew James would fall into the cold mountain stream and I wanted to have it on film and go viral. What it proved, though, is that he's a heck of a lot more athletic than I am, and he's part monkey.
Spraying on my back.
So sit down and slide down the waterfall. Why would you do anything I tell you that?
Needless to say, James did not fall into the water. It was much more likely that I would fall on the trail, but thankfully I did not. After leaving Grayson Highlands, I headed back to the cabin. Would you like to see it? There's a restaurant a mile south of Dobson, North Carolina called The Depot at Cody Creek. It was highly recommended to us. From Fancy Gap, it was about a 25-mile drive through the beautiful rolling hills at the foot of the Blueridge Mountains. One family has been developing the restaurant and property for 35 years. Not only do they have the huge restaurant, but also offer 4 cabins, a clubhouse, gazebo, banquet hall, and a wedding chapel. The food is some of the best you'll ever put in your mouth. Steaks, seafood, delicious southern comfort foods, and homemade desserts. Oh my, oh my. To our friends Mike and Charlotte, thank you for the recommendation. Heading back to the cabin in Fancy Gap. We'll see some lovely but shy neighbors, and in the morning, I'm heading into nearby Galax to grab a cup of coffee at Grounded Coffee Company with my hiking mentor, Landon. Hey, pretty girls. Friends, we hope you enjoyed this episode highlighting Fancy Gap, Virginia. Having you on the journey with us makes our travels so much better. Renee and I hope you're having an awesome week.